Hello and welcome to another video for myatmm.com. It's time to look for some transactions to track or some new positions to get into. So let's get right to it. Okay, so here we are in Schwab's Thinkorswim platform, their application. So what we need to do is see how our trade from last week panned out, and it looks like it expired worthless. So yeah, let's look at this. So last Sunday, which was the 11th, let's check that. Yep, last Sunday was the 11th. We placed an order right here for Bath and Body Works. We set the limit at 57 cents per share, the strike price at $44, and it was supposed to expire on the 16th, this past Friday. So as you can see, it executed the next morning, 7 minutes after market open at 8:37. And the execution price was for 57. So we placed order for 57 and we got the 57. And as of Friday, let's see, as of Friday, the price ended, it looks at 45.40. So that would have been above, above the $44 put. So it expired worthless. So we got to basically keep that, all that $57, well, minus the fees. So let's go over to the web application and track it, and then we'll look for another position. Okay, so here we are on the website myatmm.com. We need to go over to the cost basis screen, and we need to select Bath and Body Works, ticker symbol BBWI, and we need to add a new position. And that new position, the start date was, we'll just put it back to last Sunday when we placed the order. It was a sell to open, and it was a put. It was one contract. The expiration was last Friday, which was February 16th. The strike price was $44, and the price we had gotten for that is 57 cents per share, or $57. And so in here we can put the commission of 65 cents. And the fee of, actually the fee was 2 cents for this one. All right. And then hit the hand, which will auto calculate the fees and commissions out of the credit that we received. Click save, and that'll retain it to our transaction history down here. And so now you can see the full amount of what we've gained or lost and what positions we currently hold of this stock symbol. So far we've received close to $200 in premium for this stock. And as we know, we did just add this transaction, but we're only doing this once a week. So we added the transaction so we could get the transaction in our transaction history down here. But now this is expired worthless, so we can go ahead and delete it, and because we're back to the point where we need to look for another position. So let's go over to Thinkorswim and do that right now. Okay, so here we are back on Thinkorswim, and we want to go to the Analyze tab, make sure our stock symbol is selected that we're interested in, Bath and Body Works. Okay, and we're going to, as normal, look out for the next week, which is this coming Friday, February 23rd. That's 5 days out, as you can see in the parentheses right here. And the next one is worth 70 cents, which, as you know, I like to stay above 1% of this number, which that's what that is. I mean, it would be 45 cents would be right at, or 46 cents would be right at that 1%. So this is trading for 70, so that's ideal. And you can see earnings is coming up, so next Sunday when we trade this, we should be getting quite a bit of premium for it. And then you can see how it tapers off to $2.15. That's only like what, 20 cents, 30-ish cents more. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and left click on this. And what we're doing is, it's the first out of the money put. So it's trading currently for 45.40. So the next one down is 45 strike. So we'll do 70 cents. The spread between bid and ask is 70 cents to 80 cents. So that's, we should be able to come up a nickel, because that's right in the middle of the spread. Generally, you can get that. You should be able to get like right in the middle of that, of a highly traded stock. That usually works out that way. Sometimes it doesn't, which is why you still have to keep an eye on it to make sure it actually executes when the market opens. But in any case, so we're going to right click this, confirm and send. and so we should be receiving a credit of around $74 after fees tomorrow morning. So we'll go ahead and click send. So basically what you do is, I generally try and give it, I actually don't really look at it. It's like, so 8:30 comes out, I'm not sitting there watching this thing. I just, whenever I wake up, whenever I get around to it that morning, I'll just log in and look to see that it executed. Because if you remember correctly, let's go ahead and go back over to this account history. You can see that I placed the order, the previous Sunday, but if I was sitting there in the morning watching this thing right when it opened at 8:30, well, you can tell it took like 7 minutes and 10 seconds for this thing to actually execute. And that's because the price opens and then there's like some price fluctuation going on. So basically our limit of 57 cents wasn't good enough for it to actually execute. It was probably trading for lower than that. But over time, after 7 minutes, the price fluctuation had moved enough to where it could get that 57 cents again. So then it executed. So that's why I don't watch it right at the beginning, because there's a lot of price fluctuations that go on right when the market opens. I'll generally log in, like I said, whenever I wake up, whenever I'm done getting ready, and I'm thinking about it, I will go ahead and log in and see if it's executed. If it's been like 30 minutes after open or to an hour after open and it hasn't executed, I'll generally adjust it to make it execute at that time, or even maybe pick a different strike price to go for, depending on how much or what the price is moved to. But that's just my personal preference. You guys can obviously do whatever you would like to do. But in any case, I think that's it for this week. We will come back next Sunday and see how this performed, and go from there. I want to thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and go out today to myatmm.com and get your free account so you can start tracking your own transactions. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.